A current environmental issue my country is facing, which my country is Australia, is the fact that the Great Barrier Reef is under threat. Throughout this presentation, I'll be examining the environmental changes that the Great Barrier Reef is seeing and its effects and issues. We'll start with an overview and some facts. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef system. It supports diverse marine life and is also crucial for local businesses and economies to thrive. Within this presentation, I'll be exploring the causes, impacts, and solutions to its deterioration. Some history. The reef has existed for millions of years and is considered an UNESCO World Heritage Site. Preservation has been attempted and actions also taken for decades due to this. The reef covers approximately 344,400 square kilometers in surface area. The current situation the Great Barrier Reef is in, it's seen a dramatic increase in coral bleaching and reef degradation. Recent data shows a record coral bleaching in recent years, causing significant coral cover loss over the past couple of decades. Some causes and contributions to this. The primary cause is climate change. This is a worldwide issue affecting lots of different environments and industries and countries all around the world. This is a worldwide issue it's a reality that we're all facing it. And this applies to the Great Barrier Reef being the primary cause, that it's resulting in warmer ocean temperatures, which is affecting the coral reef. There's human causes such as pollution, overfishing, and coastal development. This is another big contributor to this, just human intervention on nature. A couple of natural causes can include cyclones and predation by a crown of thorns starfish as well. So environmental impacts. The environment can feel multiple effects from this situation, including undergoing a loss of habitat for numerous marine species. The less coral reef system there is, that means the less species and marine life there is. Another consequence will be seen like the reduction in biodiversity and resilience of reef ecosystems. Other impacts can also include threatened tourism and economical impacts on the fishing industries. If the coral reef continues to be affected, the very large tourism will be affected, which there's a lot of people employed, so these people, it'll affect their jobs. And also, the less this system thrives, the less fish there are, which means the less fishing that can be conducted. A couple of events throughout the history of the Great Barrier Reef: the 2016 and 2017 mass bleaching events. This was a big one that was broadcasted Australia-wide. Local conservation efforts in the Whitsunday Island. Similar bleaching events in the Caribbean reefs. Government and policy response. An initiative of the Reef 2050 plan and investment in the reef's restoration has begun. There are also now regulations on fishing and very strict pollution control, especially around the tourism aspect. They've put a lot of policies and procedures in place to use the highest hierarchy of control, which is elimination. Since the application of these two responses to the threat that faces the Great Barrier Reef, progress has been made, but the challenge remains. It's a lot bigger than some people realize. So it won't be fixed overnight. This will be a long-term battle for Australia protecting its Great Barrier Reef. But like I mentioned before, progress has been made, which is the important part. Solutions and recommendations, ways that we can help save the Great Barrier Reef can be by reducing greenhouse gas emissions and reducing overfishing, continually strengthening marine protected areas, and even adding advanced monitoring and reef restoration technology. This is where engineering can really come in to fast track that long-term plan of 2050. Um, you know, engineering controls which can be implemented through the advanced monitoring systems, continuous innovation and design around that sort of stuff, and even the efficiency of the reef restoration technology, um, as well. Preventing coral bleaching. Um, so yeah, definitely engineering will be a very big part of the fight to sustain the Great Barrier Reef. The future outlook, if climate change continues to increase, this means the ocean's temperature will increase, causing to see more frequent bleaching. This is something that we need to prevent, or at the very bare minimum, slow down to a minimal. We need to increase global awareness around this topic and issue to, in return, get more action against its higher powers. Um, like I mentioned earlier on in my presentation, um, global warming is a worldwide recognized and very real issue that we're all facing. Um, especially around climate change, um, in ocean temperatures and just general climate. It's affecting not only us humans, which is very obvious, but also, our, brothers and sisters, the nature, ecosystems, the ocean, land, animals, mammals, uh, you know, marine wildlife. It's a continuous chain of events like the domino effect. And as mentioned in this presentation, unfortunately, the Great Barrier Reef, one of the biggest, well, not one of the biggest reef system in the world, is being heavily affected by this. So global awareness around this topic needs to be done on a global scale, not only to protect the Great Barrier Reef, but to protect our planet. In conclusion, the Great Barrier Reef faces significant threats from climate change. Its preservation is crucial for biodiversity and the economy. We all need to support sustainable practices and climate change initiatives and look down on people who are turning a blind eye to this, or even ignoring the issue in the first place. There is no natural phenomenon in the world like this, and it is our job to protect it and continue its legacy and lifespan for generations to come. I'd like to thank you for listening to my slideshow. Much appreciated. Thank you.